to a rock solid impact, and I'm really delighted to share with you some of the things that we do as a coach, and it's a really pretty cool gig. And I know you probably have questions, but my job today is to tell you about the business side of things. So this may be several short videos, and sorry, but there's just a lot to tell you. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to have my notes here so I don't miss a thing. But first of all, to get in early is always the best. So get in as soon as you can. Jump in, and even if you're just doing this for the discount, you may decide later you want to work the business, and your placement's crucial. So get in and just jump in, make the decision. If it doesn't fit for you, there's not a commitment to this. There is no obligation to this. There is no contract that says you can't get out of it. So it's kind of a no-brainer. Okay, so even if you're just doing it for the discount, because like me, I did it for the discount, and then I decided that this is something I wanted to do, to pursue as a business, and I'm glad I jumped in when I did, and you will too. So do it, jump in, and get your feet wet, and let's just get you rocking and rolling. Let me say that you do not have to purchase Shakeology to become a coach. You don't. But it's really, why would you not? It's like, why would you say that you're a believer in one of the residual parts of this? The residual part of your income is your Shakeology. So, the best thing is to be a product of the product, to prove the product works, to prove you have belief in it. So, no, you don't have to buy it to get it to become a coach, but I do recommend that if you can't validate the reason to buy it right now, and that if you do start working in the business, that you are on it on Home Direct, because it only makes sense, and Shakeology is such a superfood. It is so good for you, and I can't imagine why you wouldn't. So anyway, to talk to you about that. And the coaching fee. Okay, yes, there is a coaching fee, and it's $39.95. But if you are military, whether you are active or a veteran, that fee is waived. Okay, and you have no monthly fees. And I believe that you have to have a 50 personal volume, which is it's really easy to get. But for a veteran or a military person, you have to only do that every 3 months, I think. And as opposed to a civilian, you have to do that every 5 weeks. So not a big deal. For us civilian people, we do have a $15.95 service fee every month to maintain our web hosting fees. That's what that is. It's a web hosting fee. We get 3 websites. So it's not very much of an income. It's not an income. It's not very much of a charge to get the benefits from the website. So that's really a nominal fee. And also the $39.95 can be waived if a coach purchases, if you become a coach purchasing a challenge pack of any kind, then that $39.95 fee is waived. So gosh, I hope you're taking notes. Go get a pen and pencil, put me on pause, come back, just be sure you take some notes, and write down your questions too. So let me see, what else can I tell you? That with becoming a coach, you do get a 25% discount on all your product. All your product, 25% discount, and that's a deal. Then on the flip side of that, if one of your customers decides to purchase a product from you, you get a 25% commission. On the challenge pack, you get a set bonus. So it's all good. It all washes out to be about 25%. So it's a really good deal. Sometimes it's more on the challenge pack. So just take advantage of that, because it's a really good deal. Because the challenge pack is a bundled price. Like AT&T bundles your stuff. Well, that's the way Beachbody does. They bundle it, and then they even put these challenge packs on sale, so for an extra savings. So it's a no-brainer, and it's super easy. Let's see. We've already talked about that, and we don't have, you don't have to know everything say we're personal trainers. We're not. We don't say we're nutritionists unless you are, but I'm not, so I'm not. So you just be who you are. Just share the knowledge you have. If someone asks you a question that you can't answer, the answer is easy. You just say, I don't know, but I will sure find out and get back with you. That's all you have to say. You just be honest, okay? So we're not claiming to be anything that we're not. We are just consumers who have become a coach. We're just like anybody else is. We've just decided to become a coach and help others. So that makes it so much easier when you don't have to be the expert. You're going to know more than they know for sure, but you don't have to be a nutritionist. You don't have to have a college degree. So I hope that helps with some of your concerns about maybe not even being where you want to be with your weight loss, with your fitness level. You don't have to be. People will enjoy your journey. So, don't worry about that either. I'm going along and I'm trying to get this done. The compensation is the fun part. Yep, we get paid. Yep, and we get paid very well. So, but you have to work really hard. And I'm not lying. It's not a. If you think this is get rich quick, then you need to go somewhere else because it's not. You have to work really hard, and if you put in the effort, you will be rewarded. So there are several ways to get a compensation. Like I said, you can earn a 25% commission on all your sales, all the products you recommend. Then you can, as you build your team, you will get what they call a team bonus, and that's really cool because that's where most of my money comes from, is from team bonus. So the bigger your team, the bigger your bonus, and I'll share that with you if you want to know. Just ask me. I'll share with you what my income is. Don't have a problem with that, but I'm not going to say it here. I don't want to be braggy. So rank advancements, yes, there are rank advancements. So you begin as a coach, and a coach has two legs. You have a right leg and a left leg. One is weak, one is strong. You will put, your husband, you can become an emerald coach. That is a coach that has a coach on there, an active coach on their right leg, an active coach on their left leg. That makes you an emerald coach. That makes you qualify for leads, first of all. So Beachbody gives you leads. You've seen the infomercials that talk about, call in and place your order, where we're kind of placed on a wheel is the best way I can describe this. And the higher you are in rank, the more times you're on the wheel. Okay, so the wheel spins, it lands on you. You may get a new customer that purchases an order, that places an order, or you may just get a new contact. So either way, it's a win-win. Now, if you're a Success Club, oh gosh, this goes into so much. There's a lot of detail here, and I don't want to overwhelm you with so much detail, but I need to talk to you. I need to go back a little bit. When I talk about being an emerald coach, I talked about your two legs. You have a right leg and you have a left leg. Depending on where you're placed on your coach's team, you will be either on a strong leg or on a weak leg, and it doesn't matter where you are. But your coach and the coaches above them will be placing coaches under you. They're not your coaches, but you will benefit from their volume. So I know it's a little bit confusing, and I will be glad to answer questions on it, but you will be able to say that there are two coaches placed under you that are not your coaches. They're not your personally sponsored coaches, but say they have this huge amount of volume. You get to benefit from their volume so that you get your team cycle bonus. So their team volume on both of your legs, one side has to equal 200, one side has to equal 100. If you are an emerald coach, every time that cycle happens, it doesn't matter right or left or right, it doesn't matter how those 200, 100s pop up, but every time that hits, you earn $14. So, and then as a Ruby coach, you earn $16 for every time it hits, and as a Diamond coach, you earn $18. So, the bigger your team, the bigger the volume, the bigger your bonus. Okay, so that's it in a nutshell. I know it's a lot, but it's not nearly as confusing as it might seem, and I hope I've explained it clear enough where you feel that you understand it somewhat. You can become a 1-star diamond. That means that you are a diamond coach. That means that you have 2 emeralds, two coaches on your team that are emeralds on each of your legs. Your right leg has an emerald, your left leg has an emerald. And then you have 3 other active coaches on each leg. That makes you a diamond coach. So say that you've got a real rock star coach and they're doing great and they become a diamond coach. Well, that makes you a 1-star diamond. And this goes on so that you can climb the ranks. So once you get to a 2-star diamond, then you start getting in a pool of bonuses. So that's a bonus that you get every quarter. And different levels are different bonuses. 5-star diamond, you get in the bonus 2 times, the bonus pool 2 times. 10-star, 15-star 3 times. So it goes on, and you'll understand this. So by the time you are an emerald coach, you should understand this clearly. And if you don't, be sure to ask your coach because you do need to understand your compensation. Okay. I hope that I think I've got everything that I wanted to tell you. This is a really neat deal to be able to help other people and to get paid for it. And the money that you can make is up to you. What the time you want to put in, the effort you want to place on it. You can have really functional time where you're really in the zone and you're getting a lot of productivity done, or you can do a lot of wasted time scrolling up and down the newsfeed of Facebook. So you have to really be structured, and your coach can help you with this. We've got lots of training in place, and we are willing to train you. And you're not, that's another thing I want to tell you, you're not in this by yourself. You are a business owner. It is your business. But we're all here, and we all want each other to succeed. Because if you succeed, that means everyone else is succeeding. If you don't succeed, we don't get anything out of that. We want to see you win. We want to see you just rise to where you want to be, to reach the goals that you have set for yourself. So this is long, and I apologize. It's a long video. There is a lot of content that I needed to go over. And please be sure that you ask questions. I'll be answering questions all day on this. If you don't feel comfortable asking directly on the page, personal message me or personal message your coach, the person who invited you, and we'll get your questions answered. But please don't be hesitant or reluctant to ask the question, because someone else probably has the same question. So I hope that this helps you to make an educated decision on whether you want to become a coach